All right, so this has been really on my mind, and before I can get really started working here, building my fence again, I wanted to talk about it because, as we can see, we're all in this battle, we're all in this war. Most of us, or a lot of us, haven't even been down this path before. A lot of us probably haven't even invested before or put money into stocks like this, or really have any idea what this really could look like what our brains can fathom. How do we deal with something like that? Now, I could tell you've been in probably long enough in this battle, in this war already, that we've seen the ups and downs. I mean, felt like, 5 weeks ago or 6 weeks ago, maybe. All of a sudden, I think I was up like 12 grand, and I was like, heck yeah. At one point, I was 2 grand, then I was 4 grand, 6 grand, 8 grand, and I made it up to 12. And then I dropped, and then I was like negative 3 grand. That's been crazy, right? That's been crazy on the mentality of thinking. And I just got to tell you, you just got to take money off the table. Like, if you're doing this strictly for money only, I don't know. That's fine. You got to do what you got to do. But, I just take the money thought off the table. It's not about the money. If I squeeze and hold on to the money so much, it's like a fish. It's going to get away. You squeeze a fish and it gets away. I'm in this for a lot more than that. I'm in this for the folks. I'm in this for the movement. I'm in this for the history, what we're doing, what we're creating, the reality of it, the attention that it's bringing, the direction, so people see what's happening, because I feel like it's not right. I feel like it's an injustice what these hedge funds have been doing. But when I can take myself away from it, see, I invested the money that can't hurt me, meaning if I lose that money, it's not going to kill me. It's not going to kill my family. I'm not counting on it. So if you're counting on it and you're putting every dime you got into it, you might want to rethink that too. Like, how deep am I going? So you have to properly prepare yourself. And then once you put it in there, no matter what, a red day is a good day. Like, you got to really tell yourself it's an okay day, because if I have more money, this is a day I can buy more, right? So you got to get past, freaking out. Like, if you're new and you haven't done it yet and you haven't faced it, it's going to go down. It's going to go up. It's going to go down. It's going to go up. Right now, we're on a winning streak. Right now, we're really up. Right now, we feel like the thrusters are going and the rocket's about to take off. So maybe you just got in just in time. And then there's going to be those of you that are going to get in barely in time, that are going to be rushing to get in, and that's what we call FOMO. And that's coming. That's totally up to you, but people are going to do it. So I know I'm in, and I've been in early. I'm going to be an early adopter. But I'm not going to let that number affect me. I'm not going to look at it and go, wow, okay, so crap, I'm up 12 grand a day. What do I do, right? There's going to be some of you, it's going to come that you're going to be up a lot. I'm going to be one of those. When that thing happens and all of a sudden I'm sitting at like $500,000, what the heck? Like, how emotionally it's like, oh, the nervous sell finger. Like, what do? I want to sell. Oh my God, I'm up so much money, right? But I don't want to sell myself short either. So I got to stop looking at those digits on there. I just got to keep riding that. That's what I got to tell myself. It's okay. Just keep going. You made a commitment, man. I got to stick to my commitment. My commitment's more important than the dollars I'm going to make, because it's inevitable. I'm going to make exactly what I'm supposed to make. That I believe in. That I know. And so you got to just take those emotions out of it. You can't let it kill you mentally. And then the other part of it too is, when you do get a lot of money, what are you going to do with yourself? They say when people get the lottery, it ruins people. And so if you get a boatload of money, like a lot of us most of us are going to get, is what it's looking like. What are you going to do? How are you going to handle that? Be prepared for that. Have a plan. What's that going to look like? That's why I had created before, like a vision plan of like, okay, I can pay off my bills. I can pay off my debt. I can pay off my house. So you're not just out blowing it, on Lamborghinis and Ferraris and expensive clothing. And then all of a sudden you wake up and it's gone again. You had a moment of joy. Invest, continue to invest. I'm going to put a bunch of it into back into retirement, into dividend paying. My goal is, if I can put 1.5 million into dividends that pay me really well, maybe I can get close to $40,000 to $50,000 a year in dividend money. That's going to help me retire. That's like a full-time job. So instead of blowing it, I'm going to set myself for the rest of my life. So that's what you got to do. You got to put a plan together. When you're in a battle and you're a war, you got to have a plan. And I'm not talking about exit plan. I don't even get into that. You're all going to do what you're going to do. You're going to decide what plan you want, how you're going to exit, and when you're going to hit sell. That's going to happen. And I'm not even going to give you advice on that. I'm just trying to give you advice on creating a plan. Look at it like a business plan. If you come into all this money, what are you going to do with it? How are you going to handle it? So emotionally prepare yourself for that as well, what that looks like for you. Like I said, here's a suggestion I always taught with my sales folks is I blew 10%. So I would tell them, look, I blow 10% of my money. I give 10% away. First and foremost, give 10% away. That's the way I do it. So I give it to my local church, I give it to people, I give it to random stuff, but I give away 10%. And then I blow 10%. I put 10% back into me, and stuff that I want. So create a list, a goal board, of fun stuff you want to get yourself. Okay? You got an idea what you would be at money-wise. Okay, if I got $1 million, I'm gonna blow 100 grand. Well, hell yeah, I'm probably gonna go buy a boat. Actually, I'm buying that Mustang. You've seen me do that on my video. That's one of them. If I get a lot more money, which I believe I am, it's going to be more than just a Mustang. 10% is going to get me a lot of cool stuff, right? But that way I feel rewarded. Then when I give the other 10% away, I feel rewarded. Trust me, when you give it away, you feel rewarded. Then that leaves me with the 80%. Now I'm going to take that 80% and I'm going to put half of that into I'm going to take every bit of that I can and pay off all my house payments, pay off my car payments, get completely out of debt. And then the rest of it, investing. Like I said, I'm going to put it in dividend earning stuff, maybe put some of it where I can trade actively, 25, 30, 50,000, maybe 100,000, depending on how much money there is, maybe more. I just got to mathematically break it up. So that's what you got to do. Put yourself a plan in place, what that looks like for you. Because you got to. You can't just fly by the seat of your pants. You're going to wake up and be rich or have all this extra money you're not used to, and then how you handle it. So it's all emotions, it's all planning, just like how you're going to handle the red days, how you're going to handle the down days, how you're going to handle the up days. You know, I think handling the down days has been super easy. What's going to be hard, and I'm telling you, my feeling, what's going to be really hard is when those days are green, and they have been, and they continue to be green. I mean, with the shares I got, if this thing hits $100, we're talking I can pay off my house almost, right? If it hits like $300, I can pay off my house, I can buy a car, I can do all these other things. We're talking some serious cash, especially at the leverage that I'm at. So I'm thinking, okay, that's where you got to tell yourself, that's when it's going to be hard. Like, what do I do? What do I do? And especially if they do the takeoff, like people have talked about, and then they do that first initial dip like they did with GME when it first was doing its takeoff, and then it starts going down and people are like, oh my God, here it is, here it is, here it is. And you're getting nervous. If that happens, then you sell on the way down and then you shorted yourself. Then you're trying to jump back in. Don't get hurt. Let's not get hurt, right? Well, don't hurt ourselves, but you gotta prepare. A lot of folks joke, well, I don't have a trigger finger, I don't have a sell finger. What's sell? Well, reality is there is a sell. There's a sell. We're gonna do that. We just gotta know and feel what that's gonna look like, so we're not acting with emotion. So put a plan together. I plead with you, put a plan together. Keep doing what you're doing, keep helping people, keep being excited. Keep doing good things. I encourage you guys to get out there and do good things as well. But this is just kind of my input, my insight. Have a plan. Be prepared. Know where you're headed. Because I feel like it's coming. I think a lot of people feel like it's coming. Something's coming. 3.2 million plus. There's probably 4 million. God, who knows? If you saw my other video with the numbers, it's crazy insane. I mean, more and more people getting involved. And we got Lou out there creating some crazy stuff. Now I'm trying to okay, what part can take a place? I'm like Lou, I don't want no clickbaits, I don't want to be paid, I don't want no t-shirts, I don't want any of this other stuff. I just want to help and feel useful, because it actually helps me. Just so you guys know, it helps me inside to feel useful. Like, it betters me. It's one of my heart issues if I'm not good enough and then wanted. I'm afraid of abandonment, right? And so I feel like if I can provide back to the community, people enjoy me, people will want me around. And this is my payment. You watching me is my payment. So, but yeah, we got Matt Coors, we got Trades. Man, there's so many more. It's like those are the main ones, right, that stand out. We got folks doing everything. Cats out there getting all the billboards and setting up the planes. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's involved in doing something. So I feel like I'm going to do my part. But thank you for tuning in. I hope you put a plan together. Sorry, that's a Marine Corps thing. Put that plan together. That is advice, right? You should have a plan. I don't see how that could get in trouble with anybody telling somebody to have a plan. But prepare yourself, have a plan. I don't want to see it destroy anybody. I don't want to see anybody fall apart. Only invest what you can. Throw it away. Know it's there like a long-term savings account. Don't stress over it. Hell, I don't even look at it anymore. I just listen to everybody on Twitter. I don't even have to look at it. I mean, I might look at it once a day if I'm lucky. It doesn't matter anymore. I finally looked at it the other day when we had this run, and I'm up like 14, 16 grand. I don't know. I got to do the math again. I'm up more than I've ever been. But that still ain't enough. The hell, that don't even pay off my house. So, love you guys. Hope you're enjoying it. Thank you so much for tuning in. I won't put any music in this. I just hope all this wind hasn't messed up the sound for you if you turn me up in your car. Hopefully you're enjoying me. Thank you. My Marine out. Shoot, I forgot to add. Make sure you give your half, 39%, whatever it is, your tax bracket, be prepared for that. I didn't put that in the video, but my God, I already know based on my calculation, gonna be a ton of money I gotta get back to Uncle Sam, back to our government. So please make sure part of your business plan includes like, just plan on like half your money's gone, whatever that math is. And then I use the equation, 10% I blow on myself, 10% I give away. And then the rest, half of that, 40, whatever amount I need to pay off my bills. And then the rest goes right back into long-term investing. Because this is about the longevity now. This is your chance, our chance to set ourselves up for life, right? I mean, if we're doing this right, this is so we can enjoy life. Kind of like we see a lot of these big hedge funds and all these folks with these expensive cars and expensive buildings. That don't want to be me. I'm gonna drive my old truck. I love my trucks, my cars. I'm gonna stay right here in this house and build a shop. I'm gonna do those goats. I'm gonna get back. But you know what? Most important, I'm gonna pay for my time. Remember that. That's the thing. I'm gonna get time to enjoy my life on earth, because I never know how long I'm gonna be here or what could happen. So I'm gonna enjoy that time with my kids, my wife, my property, my goats, helping people. That's what I'm buying with that money. So I can't blow it all at once, because then all of a sudden I don't have time anymore. And then I'm 70 years old, 60 years old, still working. I don't want that to happen. That can happen to King Griffin. Let him start having to go back to work, but not us. Let's do this smart, all right? My Marine out.